You guys like Otso and Derpy, right? Well, now you guys can get them and the gang as stickers! Aren't they just precious? Check them out at the link down below.
So, everything's still a little tense after the party. I'm glad I was not there. I mean, I was there, but I'm glad I did not have to interact with anybody.
Probably better that way.
Yeah, I'm glad you weren't really involved. I mean, everyone else was pretty, strange. Yeah, I figure
Yeah,
that
that's
since,
fine.
gods themselves are pretty weird to me. This whole, if you look at it from a human's perspective, which I don't think you can really relate to, Korina, just imagine none of this actually ever happened and you just kind of grew up in, like, I don't know, a town, right? And you didn't know who your dad was or something, all that stuff. Okay, I'm trying to relate here. Yeah. Okay, so imagine that, and then just imagining one day you die. You die, and it's a pretty sad day for everybody. You're pretty emotional about it. You wake up and you're here. And then there's a big god looming over you saying, "Hello, Betty. You've lived a nice life." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's quite terrifying. I'm gonna let you know that right now." And then a bunch of gods exist, and then this guy who stands over you and is the god of death is like, "Hey, you want to work for me?" And you go, "All right, I have nothing better to do other than sit here and wait for my husband, so sure." So yeah, this is all pretty weird to me. I'm used to driving cars, going to the grocery store, seeing my kids. Now I have cleaning up a god's house. It's pretty weird, huh?
I
guess if you word it like that, it does seem a little, silly. Or unbelievable? Unbelievable is the right word.
It was. When I had ended up here, it was just as startling. Different time, but it's something to adjust to after a while.
Oh yeah, especially because you're way back then. For me, I mean, this would seem pretty, realistic and like reasonable to you, because what you're from, and everything. I'd assume, but then for me, I didn't know this would actually happen. So it's quite puzzling to me. I don't know. So it's just how it is, I guess. I guess I just never thought of it like that before. I guess that puts a lot of things in perspective as being just issues that I don't really have to think much on. If that makes any sense.
Doesn't make your current issues any less important, but it is a new perspective. That's always good to have on hand.
Yeah, I guess so. It's good to just have different perspectives and all that. But did anybody come in there? I heard stepping.
Sir came in.
Oh, hi. Would you care for anything to eat now?
Well, I suppose it is lunchtime, isn't it?
Yes, we were preparing food for you, so I'll get a serving for you.
Right, thank you. But...
Yes?
Are you going to eat?
I'd hope so. She did all this work. I'd like her to try and reap some benefits out of that. So yeah, you can eat,
Of course.
Then yes, I shall eat.
Very well. If you don't mind me asking, you get the food. It's fine.
All right. Is everything all right with him? I think things are still a little tense after the party. I was trying to make you feel a little better with my silly anecdote there, but yeah, things just seem a little tense. I heard it all in the kitchen.
He's just been thoughtful as of late.
Well, I better not keep him waiting. Here you are, sir.
Thank you, Korina.
Is there anything else I can get you?
No, usually it's Morse who's at the table before me.
I guess sometimes he is, but sometimes he's just feeling lazy.
I was wondering if you could perhaps get him.
Of course, yes. I'll go retrieve him now.
Thank you.
Wonder why Morse didn't show up. Maybe he actually is being lazy. Sometimes he just doesn't want to go get his food, and I have to bring it up to him and go up and down the stairs while he wants more things. Not that I'd be mad over it, just... Hi, Morse.
Hello, Korina.
It's lunchtime.
Is it now?
Yes, I made some food for you.
Not feeling particularly hungry, I guess.
Oh,
Why'd you come up here anyways?
your father wanted me to retrieve you for
Oh,
lunch.
father did?
Yes. Would you care to come with me, or...
What'd you make?
I made a soup. I think you'd enjoy it.
Fine. Doubt the old loaf would care otherwise.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, father. I mean, you and father at this point.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
All right, if you insist.
Morse, it's good you're here.
I'll get some bowls prepared. I can feel the tension in the room next door. Morse isn't sitting anywhere near Thanatos. Well, sometimes after a fight, people need to cool down still. It's nothing to think over. Just let them have their space, alright? Well, I'm not sure where I should sit then. You sit where you usually sit. Nothing should change. Alright. I guess I can. And, if anything gets too awkward, come in back here and we'll talk more, alright? Okay. I even got you a bowl, Lucknose.
Thank you.
Korina, if you don't mind me asking, what did you add to the soup this time?
Well, Betty recommended, making it my own, so I added a couple different spices. And different herbs. Yeah, so...
It does have a bit of a different appeal to it.
Is it good?
A bit of a good kick.
Yes, it is rather delicious, I will say. It's just not used to it.
Alright, thank you.
New's always good.
Thank you.
Morse, you should at least take a bit of a, well, not sure bite is the word, but sip of your soup.
Sure, father. Why not?
So, with the party concluded at, well, this castle, I might be absent for a day at some point.
Oh,
It won't be anything too bad. I'll just go see some of the other gods at their respective homes. Zeus at Olympus, Hades in, well, his own afterlife. I go to Elysium this time around, but...
oh.
That sounds interesting, and hopefully you have fun.
Would you need me to accompany you?
No. More of a... It's more of a, what's the word I'm looking for here? Ceremony than anything else.
Oh, okay.
What kind of ceremony?
Mm-hmm.
I'd go into the details, but it's more of a godly concern right now.
Oh, okay.
Hmm,
My
of course.
apologies.
Godly concern, you say?
Do you not like your meal, Morse? I can make you
Oh,
some.
that's not it, Korina. It does taste absolutely delicious. I think I'm just a bit more focused on other matters. You know, you mean to tell me that those gods, Zeus, Hades, hell, I wouldn't be surprised if the whore had an orgy going on at the time. But all those gods doing all those things, so busy, aren't they? Can't answer a simple question or refuse to do even that.
Morse. They didn't tell you because
Because what? Because what?
I told them not to.
How long were you planning that one?
I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean by the question.
How long were you planning that one, old man? What, did you know I'd go out at some point and ask a couple of questions about who my mother is? You must have figured that out at the very least. Right? I mean, again, who am I, right? To want to know whose mother it is and all that. I mean, sure, they talk shit behind my back. And you tell them years in advance to never say a word to me. Who the hell are you?
Morse. If you wish to discuss this at a later date.
Discuss? No. I wanted to talk about it now. This isn't a discussion. I want to know who she is. Where is she? Is she dead? The least you can give me is an answer.
Morse.
No. No. Not a word out of you. And you? I just want to know where she is. I want to know who she is. Because I've known nothing my entire life.
I can't.
Damn you. To the pits of Tartarus, damn you. You selfish bastard.